And we are back on the Struggle is Real Buffalo Music Podcast. That was some track from Over and Out from July 2nd at Mohawk Place. And we are now joined by Neetchy. Hey, man, thanks for coming in. We appreciate you joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So,
Neetchy, not Nieztsche, though, like Neetchy spelled.
Yeah, Neetchy. Honestly, I don't even know the way you just said it, Nieztsche or Nieztsche. I didn't even know.
I just fancy.
Neetchy,
yeah, and Buffalo, I feel like that has its own separate pronunciation.
Sure, and then we got the Neetchys and the Neetchys.
Yeah, that's
depending on how you spell things. But the derivative of your name, why do you go by the Neetchy?
Freshman year of college in philosophy class, we read something about Friedrich Nietzsche, or what Nietzsche.
Oh, it's fine.
And I just thought it was cool, and I thought Neetchy, and it wasn't taken on Twitter or anything, so, and it's still not. If I have to make a new account, it's usually open, so.
Isn't that the best?
Yeah, so I feel like I found my thing. When you Google it, it comes up pretty quick for us, so.
That's the best way to do it.
We've talked on the podcast about how some artists have a very hard time with that.
Yeah, but like the band The Spinwires, they did it best. I asked them what their name was about, and they're like, you can find it on Google. That's all it was.
It's about finding.
They're like, we really didn't care what the band was called as long as you can find us.
Yeah, it's important. It's an important thing. It'd be tough to change it now. It's been a long time telling people, hey, Neetchy. You know, it'd be tough to change. So.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. How long have you been a solo performing recording artist?
Since I was maybe 18 years old, I started really sticking out and doing stuff online.
Begs the question, how old are you today?
I'm 25.
There you go.
I was born in 1995. Yep.
Perfect.
Yep, so.
No, but the Neetchy Band.
Neetchy Band, that's a baby. That
so,
just started.
Yeah, so I know. So you've been doing hip hop for a while. I did some stuff with you at Infringement a couple years ago. Like, how'd you make that shift? It seemed like when I heard about the Neetchy Band, and I'm like, cool. And then I saw your video for Band Together Buffalo, and I'm like this is
not what I thought it would sound
yeah,
like.
exactly. So how'd that happen?
So maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, I bought a guitar, and I was like, I gotta learn how to play this, because it's just getting, like, I would use electronic samples online, and I would sample, and I would use like synths that came in the box and everything.
And you were talented with that.
Yeah, and I still love that, and I still try to use that when I'm making music now, even with the guitars. But so I picked up a guitar, and we slowly learned, like slowly. But over the pandemic, I was in my basement writing with the guitar, and I wrote some band type songs. Places got written. That key line came in, and we made Places, and we were like, oh, we need a band. So when the Band Together Buffalo contest came up, that was like a great opportunity for us to like really, kick us in the butt and say, look, we got a gig to do in March. We've never done this before. Let's put the band together. Let's get the space and let's do it. So it was good to get us going.
What was your experience with Band Together Buffalo?
Oh, it was neat. There's a lot of differing opinions on what was going on there, but I think it was very positive for us,
awesome.
for a lot of people. But
yeah, you guys made it to the top 16.
Yeah, it was cool, and they took us into Ironworks, and we did that, and that was neat because I remember when they turned my guitar on and I strummed my guitar and I was like, holy shit. My guitar was like in the whole room. It was my first time doing it, and I was like, holy shit.
That's a great room, too.
It's live.
Yeah, it was fun. and I remember it was weird, too, because I don't know if playing your first show in front of cameras is the best way to do it, because now it's like if you miss a note, it's eternalized in the camera. But instead, if you're playing in front of 100 people or whatever, they'll
that's nerve-wracking
about that note. Yeah,
absolutely.
So,
I mean, even if you've played for a while, that's nerve-wracking.
So the pressure was definitely on for that. It was fun though.
And so, what of the instrumentation when we're playing with the Neetchy Band? Who do we have?
Oh, so I'm the lead singer. I usually play acoustic guitar and sing, and then I have 2 guitar players, Jimmy D and Trevor. Trevor is a longtime friend of mine. Jimmy D, I've known just from around the Buffalo bar scene. I guess you could say Black Dots record store. Guys.
Oh,
from
I love
there.
that place.
So friends of there, and our drummer Jordan Walker, super talented drummer. He's a hardcore guy, but.
So there's a lot of fusion in the band.
Funny story. So must have been 2014. We were at the first Tyler the Creator show at the town ballroom, and we were all standing in line to get in because we were younger and we wanted to get it. It was like get in line and get in first.
Oh,
and get up to the
absolutely.
rail.
I'd still do that.
Yeah. So well, now I just kind of push. I'm that guy who just doesn't care and pushes forward anyway. So
there you go.
I'm that guy, but
You're tall enough.
Yeah. But anyways, we were in that line, and everyone was whatever. But we were in the line for a long time, and people started peeing in the corner.
Ew, yuck.
And it was whatever, but it was
Was
called.
it like summertime? Ew, yuck.
Yeah.
Ew.
But it turned into it was called the piss corner, and actually that is how and then I followed this one guy on Instagram, and that was Jordan. And then over the years and years and years, then Places came out, and this was like
Because you met him in the piss
7 years
corner?
later, yeah.
I actually I'm going to start a punk rock podcast called The Piss
The
Corner.
piss corner. So yeah, and then he just DM'd me when Places, and he's like, yo man, like when you're ready to do it with a band, he's like, let me know, and it's nice to have him because we need it's good to have a talented drummer like that to hold it all together when we're new, and he's very patient with us.
Finding a
and
good
works with
drummer
us,
is clutch.
yeah.
Where did you record the final version of Places?
The final version of Places was done in my basement. We did it in my
Really?
basement, yeah. We actually, the band got together, the Neetchy Band now, we got together at GB Audio studio in Cheektowaga. Our buddy Glenn, my buddy was an intern for him, and he's basically a mentor to all of us. He's got a lot of knowledge, but we recorded there. We redid Places. We wanted to sound a little more, even more pro. We really believe in the tune. So we're remastering it, and we want to get a billboard on the 33. I don't know how you do it, but
Money.
yeah.
Money is how you do that.
But so we're remastering their Places. So what you hear now was a basement version.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Like when you consider that you did Band Together Buffalo and you made the final 16 with a band that had really no big presence, like no one knew the Neetchy Band.
Yeah.
And that you did it with a basement recording when there were plenty of people who recorded their music from GCR
Right.
who also
Yep,
got in
yep.
the top 16. I think that's
Yeah.
incredible. That shows that you're skilled in more than one area. Like
And you
that
did
definitely shows you're really
a Buffalo
multifaceted.
Rising
And
video? Was that also a video for Places?
Yeah, so at the Band Together Buffalo at Ironworks, there's a guy named Devin Chavant from Buffalo Rising. He's a really talented videographer guy, photo guy.
Sure.
And he does Buffalo Rising sound check, and they did it was Marketplace Arcade we were in.
yeah.
Oh, that looked
And
good.
it was just, we had the whole backdrop with the ceiling and everything, and we carried in 30 beers, and the band played, and it was a good time, and they made us sound really good in there, and everyone had a great. It was a big one for us. It was fun.
So I had listened to Modern Romance
Yeah.
as a track just before I'd listened to Places as a track. And again, just to talk about the strange juxtapositioning of cross-genre type shit we're dealing with. When the bass drops on the talk more about that song and where we are in our timestamps, because when did that album come out? That's on your Cotton Candy Mountain.
Yeah, that was Cotton Candy Mountain. So I believe that would have been March of 2020. That would have been 2019, maybe.
Right. Okay.
is that a Charlie the Unicorn reference?
Charlie, right? Charlie. Candy Mountain. Yeah, Candy Mountain. Yeah.
Charlie.
My friend used to watch that all the time in high
Yeah,
school.
I still do.
Or elementary, yeah, Charlie. There was 2 videos. There was like a second video, wasn't there? Wasn't there like one because the first one was so popular? It was so popular.
Probably.
So yeah, but
We'll be doing that immediately afterwards.
yeah, but modern day romance. I don't know. I just kind of make whatever I want because I don't really
Sure.
feel like there's no like maybe like one day someone will say like, oh, this is what you got to do, and now you got to do this. But
You're doing what you got to do.
yeah.
Sure.
So
Never let anyone tell you that shit.
So your newest project, though, there's a lot of like unrequited love theme, and there's like a muse involved in it. Is there always a girl? Like
songs for and about you. That's just loneliness, and that's just loneliness.
There's
Worried about
always a girl,
whom?
isn't there?
I don't know. There's really
There
no,
isn't a muse?
There's an idea. There's an idea.
Oh, it's
there.
always the idea of the muse,
Numerous muses.
right? Amusing.
Oh,
It is pretty. Like when I send it to people, I'm like, wait a minute, this is like kind of like the songs. It's called "Songs for and About You," and I like, hey, check this out. It's like, is it like a love? Like someone could think it's like a love letter to them or something. It's like, no, it's just my album. It's just what it's called. But yeah, there's no real. Well, there may be a muse. I mean, it's all experiences. It comes from experiences.
He doesn't want to tell
Where
us.
I'm at.
Nobody ever wants to talk about their girlfriends. Okay.
Well,
So no.
I don't have a
I
girlfriend.
mean, these podcasts exist forever, so you got to be careful.
Yeah, no. For the timestamp of things as well, this is music that has been released, is being trickle released. I was listening to this on iTunes, right?
Yeah, it's all up there. Most of it's up there now. The Neetchy Band album will be up there, and it will go on with Neetchy. So if you look up Neetchy and to find my music, the Neetchy Band stuff will be there.
Oh, that's nice.
That was discussed with the band. Well, that was discussed briefly with the band how to do that. It's a new area. It's like I want to make sure everyone's getting credit on what they did. It's tough. DistroKid does something now where you can.
Yeah,
where you can kind of,
great.
you can split off. You can say, oh, we had a feature with Lil B, and it was super easy because Lil B just says, okay, we're gonna whatever, but you just add them to your team. And you don't have to think about it, and then the streams go. It's minuscule amounts of money that we're dealing with, but
it can add up.
Yeah, it could. You never know.
We talked about it on the podcast before. If you listen to a song 30 times, you're giving the artist 12 cents for that song.
Correct.
In the 90s, if you bought an album, you are paying on a 10-track album, you're giving the band 12 cents per song.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you listen to something you really like enough, you are paying your artist. So I do like that. Now, what do you like better? Do you like do the rap stuff, or do you like doing the folk stuff? Do you have a preference?
I like playing with the band a lot.
Yeah.
We got a new song, "Time on My Side," and I love playing it.
It's good just having other people to like rock out with on stage than just chilling by yourself. I'm sure.
Well, the chilling by yourself. Let's talk about that because you've got your Neetchy live.
Well, rap's really not meant to be performed on
Thing.
stage by yourself. You gotta have a group of people hyping you up because you gotta it fills the space. Like when you have
I am for hire as a hype man.
like
He's gonna wear a clock, folks.
exactly like you've got
If requested.
it's all part of the art. Loading the stage up and people like dancing around. I don't know.
Absolutely.
No, you definitely have to have that energy. But it's cool when you have that band and you all click into the rhythm. And
Steve Aoki, Sound Lab. I'm having fun.
And it's different. It's different performing on stage with the guitar too, because it's not. It's going to take more practice for me to get because I feel like I'm good on stage without it. But now that I've got it, okay, I'm still new at this and that.
No, a lot of people start with the guitar and then go to singing.
Right, that's
But
a
so to
strange
go
way to
backwards,
backtrack.
I bet it's
Analog.
difficult.
We're going analog.
I still can't play bass and sing. I can play guitar fine, but I cannot play bass.
Can you
and
play
sing.
bass and walk? Marching band thing.
Yes,
Yes, you've done it.
Yeah, I've done it before. I can definitely do that.
Chew gum? Can you
I
chew
can
gum?
dance. I can jump around. I can do plenty of things.
He can do a lot of things.
I just can't sing.
Okay. Karaoke, though.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, it's because I'm not playing a bass.
That's right. Okay. So what happens next?
Karaoke.
I think we're gonna play a song. Yeah, I did. I did "Ho" by Ludacris last Thursday at Milky's, and it was phenomenal. All right. So we are gonna play a song. We are gonna play "Places," the aforementioned "Places" by the Neetchy Band, and then we are gonna come back and we are going to play a game called Neetchy or Cheap Peachy. I'm said nothing rhymes with Neetchy, like nothing.
You did well.
Thank you.
I don't have the sound machine. I'm just going to clap for you.
Aw, shucks. Good. It's not like pity length.
No, we're good.
No, the applause on the sound machine always goes like
So
5
long.
seconds too long.
Yeah.
It's like, guys, now it's just too much.
Tuck
Please,
it away.
please
Egregious
stop,
clapping.
Stop, please.
Way.
All right. So we're going to play Places, and then we'll be right back here on the Struggle is Real Buffalo Music Podcast, coming from Guitar Factory's Sound
You
Lab.
can see where we are.
Hi, Brandon.
Hi, Brandon.
So I didn't mention that in the first segment, and I definitely should have. So I wanted to make sure we mention that now.
Nice.
All right. So we'll be right back here on the Struggle is Real Buffalo Music Podcast on WesternNewYorkMusic.com.